It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the spotlight is on George Kittle. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Cowboys and the Falcons under the lights on Sunday night.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and the production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They run the option here on 1st and 10. There he goes left side. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you get the big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where
and right away, he lost the football. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Ready? Ritter back to throw. And this is incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. Now they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ritter now. That's caught. Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Ritter on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
The 42-yard line.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Oh, that is incomplete. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll take this down to the 33. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson: 20 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
So here are the Cowboys now backed up to get this drive started. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 1 rushing touchdown, yes, but look at the rushing yards. He was up near 200.
The one phrase I'd use to describe that performance, he carved up that defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Stroud to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll go play action here with Stroud. Here's one deep for Pickens. That is incomplete. The Cowboys at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. And Stroud now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Now 2nd and 5.
It's a game of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Stroud looking to throw.
The 31-yard line.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Stroud. And that will be incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And we'll get a few yards here to the 34. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. He's got his man, London, right side.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks. Ritter headed right off the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 48-yard line.
Ritter to throw it. Over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. A good pickup there at 22.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ready.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play.
First down, Cowboys.
Ready, break.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
The throw over the middle taken in. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. Again, it's Stroud. He finds Pickens over the middle. Touchdown! George Pickens, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, Picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy. Okay, we're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of them.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half.
At the 32-yard line.
Ritter from the gun. Into the hands of London. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Ritter. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Stroud. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud will look to throw once more. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Here's Stroud. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the visiting Saints who were able to walk away with the road victory. Alvin Kamara, a touchdown run in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. And finally, on Monday Night Football, they've got a good one lined up between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
On the jump.
First and 10, it's Stroud. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Stroud off the play fake. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Stroud to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Play action. Here's Stroud. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Here goes Stroud again. That is caught inside the 5. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Stroud. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. George Kittle from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. That's caught, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. They make their 2nd half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Ritter now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
A 46-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 with a starting field position like that. 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Kevontae Turpin now to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. He's got this to Pickens. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. You're going to decide to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Broken tackle. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Option play. Here's Robinson. Taken down at the 42.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Ritter now. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Ready?
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Dorrance Armstrong able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throw over the middle. Going to be caught here by Pitts. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A 1st down carry by Elliott. To the 36-yard line. Stop there. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Dallas.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
9-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Sometimes too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. It's caught downfield by Mechie. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35.
1st and 10 at the
Ritter.
35-yard line.
That's complete to Robinson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
Another Falcons.
Over the middle to Beckham. Touchdown, Falcons. Odell Beckham, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
The Falcons will line up for the 2.
Ritter will throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On the counter, Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final time as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and that should be that. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Falcons offense set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Ritter back to throw. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
That's a gain of 7.
3rd and short, Ritter. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. Pretty move. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw, Ritter. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Ritter with another throw on 2nd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
It's a gain of 8.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Holding offense.
So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They still
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll get a look at Ezekiel Elliott. He had a great week to build off of last time out, reaching triple digits and adding 2 touchdowns. It's the Cowboys and the Ravens, and it comes your way next.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffling. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
That went into the hands of Flowers. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down, here's Mitchell. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 16 carries, 60 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak, and that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
On third down, here's Mitchell. And he spins through. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll roll him out right. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Stroud off the play fake. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Stroud sets up the play action. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is what we talk, game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top...
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Now Mike McCarthy saying let's go for 2. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the... And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Mitchell now off the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
It's not surprised when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if you...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Ravens are back within a couple of the lead. Tuck. It's on the extra point, and this is now a 1-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays and a 9-yard run on the end of it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A tight one, 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And some space here. Oh, Zeke with a quick feed. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now here's Stroud. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man.
He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Here's Stroud. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Stroud now on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is... The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Now Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Gregory. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the count. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. C.J. Stroud taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And no, it falls incomplete. So the no good. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
And brought down approaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Jackson from the shotgun, sliding out of the pocket. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 40. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Jackson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confident, isn't it? You feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And they're going to speed things up here. Stroud on 3rd down now. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Right up to that. He's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you. To force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he will have a Ravens first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Again, Jackson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Eagles who are out in front. Jalen Hurts has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Geno Smith leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Marcus Mariota has thrown a touchdown pass. We saw the vet with plenty left, Ezekiel Elliott, putting together a strong first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. He can't get him down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And quickly they get to the line. They go to Elliott again. Down the sideline he goes. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 16-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shake it up. Flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. Rolling to his right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And Stroud now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Kittle, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. It's an 89-yard kick return. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Inside give to Elliott. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings us 2nd and 5.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in there, and it's 4th down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Throwing now is Stroud. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Stroud. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead. It's complete.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Ravens offense back out there. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run over center with Mitchell. And he's got it to about the 40.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's taken down inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On the option right is Jackson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Marquise Bell able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. To throw is Jackson. And he's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. Here in the 4th quarter, defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try to bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as well as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got the first down and more. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens. 68 yards. And the Cowboys are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 15. A little under 2.5 to go. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. That is caught. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, 49 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. They do tack on the extra point as well, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
To about the 40-yard line.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets out making some noise. It's third and short. They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run first down.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he got blown out. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Running with Elliott. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Jackson to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out
It's week 6 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll get a look at Ezekiel Elliott. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Cowboys and the Eagles on EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. On the bootleg, Stroud. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A first down carry by Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, it's Elliott. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Lance. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. Lance going to try to throw for this. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. They had that great long methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score in the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. On first down, Hurts. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brendan, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Now back to throw.
Throw on the incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And taken right on the 30. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And that will come the offense as they take over. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The Cowboys at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned.
Touchdown! Michael Gallup, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. You look at this Cowboy defense. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate tip.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. taking on the midfield logo. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Again to Elliott. And he is going to losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. As they've got it as we resume action. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Stroud to throw it. That one complete to Elliott. He's into space past the 25. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. 2nd and 5. Stroud looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That's good for Eagles 1st down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys 39-yard line.
From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Minutes remaining in this first half of football. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 28.
That's another Eagles 1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
Holding offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Gainwell is into the end. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And you can sense a little bit of optimism here. Things have not been going their way, but they get the turnover on the other end, and they turn right around and put a nice drive together. Then they finish it off with a strong run for their first touchdown of the game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. This one caught by Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. This is caught inside the 15. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
And Stroud now to throw.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Final play of the half, Stroud.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. George Kittle as time expires in the 1st half.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. Terry McLaurin, a strong performance there. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Cortland Sutton, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. Big Derrick Henry with a couple of touchdown runs. Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the 2nd half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And this one completes. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
It'll be Hurts on the option.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He'll look to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, Charles, you cannot say enough about that play by their special teams. Think about it. That keeps this game at 2 possessions in the second half and really adds pressure to the opposition.
Yeah, it certainly does, especially their offense. It takes a lot of pressure off the offense of the team that's leading. They got a little bit more of a cushion to play with now. How about the thanks each guy was getting as they came off the field after that block? Special teams, certainly special in that situation.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, Elliott gets around him, and another juke. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
123 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They go to Elliott again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
And got his man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. Inside give to Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. There, force the ball free, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Leads to second and goal.
Stroud to throw it.
He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
C.J. Stroud
Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Cowboys take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They start the drive here with Gainwell.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hurts. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dorrance Armstrong
With a big-time sack on 3rd down, it's a loss of 7.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open. I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
It's in by Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Elliott running right.
Down at the 25. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Stroud sets up the play action.
On the move to his left. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
Sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
No, he's been fun to watch in this when he's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
He's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Stroud.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Play action. Stroud now.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
They go play action with Hurts.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Throwing is Hurts.
At the 35-yard line.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Take a look at this. And we'll be back in a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And
no, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
127 yards rushing for. Tremendous all day long. Here now, 2nd and 4. Stroud off the play fake.
Rolling to his right.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Eagles will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. That's Barrett. And they're going to get this beyond the 30 before he's taken down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
On 1st down, Hurts.
His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He's going to let it fly. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And now they're in the hurry up.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was.